I'm going to, get good grades and get into Waterson, and I'm going to go to Toronto, and that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. And that's exactly what I did. Yeah. And I was like, give me the My name is DW Waterson. I'm a director, and I also go by DW because I DJ and play drums at nighttime. DW is like my middle name and my last name, so they're my initials. So when I was kind of like trying to figure out my DJ name, DW kind of kept coming up, and then in the back of my head I kept hearing, "Hey, DW," and I was like, oh, I feel like that's gonna resonate with a lot of people. I was bored. I didn't feel challenged in school at all, so I would like undermine the teachers and like try to embarrass them. I think it was a subconscious thing. I don't think it was a conscious choice, but I was just so bored. Yeah, I got in trouble.
Just general.
In general, for me, it's more about the company than the space. I really love exploring, and I really love like adventuring and doing new things. I just feel like when you have this amazing scene and beautiful cinematography and amazing acting, and it's kind of like the climax of the film almost, and you put the right track underneath it, you can go from like affecting somebody to like burning an emotion into their body and soul and completely affecting the rest of their life. Who was I? I don't know, but I feel like I'm being entangled with the same people in this one. For me, in regards to kind of like the structure of the season, people have short attention spans. I'm one of them. If somebody sends me a video that's longer than 2 minutes, I'm gonna like not watch it or skim through it. So my kind of whole setup was first episode needs to be short, same with the second one, needs to be like quick hits. And then from when you kind of get an idea of who the characters are, that's when we start kind of hooking people in and dragging them in. The more engaged you become with the characters and the more you want, the longer the episodes kind of continue. I've watched it go from like these underground electronic bars to all of a sudden the height of, all these music festivals, and then everybody, I've seen it kind of like rise up, and nobody's telling these stories of people trying MDMA for the first time. Nobody's telling these stories of like, the 5 best friends who always hang out together and always go to these EDM events together, or up-and-coming producers, or, what it's like to be LGBT or questioning your sexuality within, the electronic music scene. Emily came on season 1. We had an actress ready to go for that role, and I think 3 days before we shot, she called me and was like, I can't do it. I'm signed on to this CTV show, and they're not gonna let me do it. And I was like, oh man, I lost like my lead actress, like what am I gonna do? And then somebody like flew out from their desk. I was working at a company at the time. I was just like, does race matter? And I was like, no. And she's like, slapped Emily Pickford's headshot on the table and was like, you gotta get this girl. This girl's amazing, she's gonna blow up. She's the nicest person and the most talented actor we know. Paremba, my DP, we went to school together, but we were in separate years, so we never talked. So the first time we started chatting was on set of That's My DJ. Jade came to the season 1 premiere of That's My DJ, loved it, fell in love. He was at the first home brew, and slowly but surely we started hanging out, and he was on Heartland at the time, and I was like, come on over and we'll watch your episode. And I watched his episode, I was like, damn, this kid has acting chops. So kind of just like looked into his back history, and I was like, man, this guy can really act. And then started kind of writing and developing a role for him, and then pitched it to him. And I was like, okay, it's not just a supporting role for season 2, you're the lead of season 3. And he's like, oh. And I was very excited about that. Through the beauty of communication, we've realized that's not the case. Like, women are supporting each other. I have like a stacked group of women in the music scene and in the film scene who are like, rock, here are my connections, here's how I can help you, and like vice versa, and we show up for one another and we give each other the ins and outs, and it's an amazing supportive community, and that's why you're seeing all these kick-ass women just like rise up. Season 2 is definitely based off of true life experiences. Kind of lived that summer and was like, oh my god, what just happened? And organically started writing about it in a couple different forums, and then realized, you know, putting it into the That's My DJ world, because that's where I kind of live and breathe, made the most sense. I don't know where this quote is from. It's like, all this fucking without art is rather dreary. And it's true. If we're gonna like put ourselves through these like heartbreaking situations, you know, you may as well write about it. You may as well get it out in your art. Guns should be illegal and pot should be legal. Simple. Everybody would be calm and unarmed.
True.
It's like the most ideal situation. So, love me some Instagram and me some Snapchat and some Twitter. All of my handles are heydw_x. You're watching Peep the Seas. Keep it locked.
Yes.